Hey, what's up? So what's going on? I'm studying for an e-contest, so you guys can just watch me study real quick. I would personally like to make these videos like where you can see the screen, but my laptop, it's an interesting laptop to say the least. Yeah, it's kind of falling apart, so I'm thinking of getting a new laptop, and that new laptop I think is gonna be the Lenovo XP Pen 13 or something, which cost $1,500. So I'm going to try and figure out how to make that money, which is interesting. There is one job I think I told you guys about earlier, where it's like I think if I take upon that job and save up enough money, I'll be able to get it. So maybe. Oh, 100% pen. Okay, you can't see the colors, but 100%. Yeah. Okay, so it's an e-contest. There's market equilibrium, elasticity, government intervention, PMAX, PMIN, sales tax, and subsidy. So the one I have the most problems with is the government intervention one. So I'm just gonna delve into that real quick. And someone just texted me. I did not see their contact. Like they don't. Their contact information isn't saved. So now I'm confused. It's like, hey, Dalu. Then the thing went up. Okay. Government intervention. Let's use some Cognity. Let's see, does my laptop wish to work with me today? Um, yeah. So Cognity is this thing that I don't think it's only for IB, but mainly IB kids use. It's basically like these online textbooks for each subject. And funny enough, it was created by an IB cohort because for as a cohort you have to have as a group, your IB group, you have to have a CAS project, a creativity active and service. I think that's what it means. But you have to have that, and it was created by IB students, and that's what they did for the CAS cohort project. But yeah, so I'm gonna use someone else's IB project to help me with my IB test. We're really IB-fying the world right now. Ibuprofen. I don't know why I said that. Ibuprofen. Okay. Please load and let's get to it. Education empowers. Login. Login. Yeah, I think econ is how do I say this? Econ is a good class. My mom was surprised I did well in the class, so that made me happy, I think. But yeah, I think it's me because my biggest fear, I'm thinking of minoring it in college, but I don't know if econ is just like a subject that I like or it's like this teacher teaches it really well. So it's like I don't know. But yeah, okay. Government intervention. Um, I feel like I understand government intervention. It's just like how the consumer and producer surplus works. That's just what's confusing me. Okay. Discuss group. Let's see. Let's try subsidy. I feel like subsidy, even though sales tax is the more popular question test, subsidy is the one I'm struggling with the more. Subsidies, calculating subsidies. Okay. First plot of the original demand. Okay, boom, boom. Okay. We know that the supply curve shifts down. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, this is just AP macro stuff. But this is not what I'm looking for because I'm looking for consumer surplus. So I'm just okay. So it seems that what I'm really struggling with is not technically government intervention. It's more so market equilibrium, which is consumer surplus and producer surplus. So which is related to government intervention. Okay, consumer surplus. So how's your day going? It's like okay, efficiency and about economic integration, making allocate their stuff. Now we can take out notes. Okay. Notes time. Best time of the times. Got the trusty drawing glove because I hate my hand moving across the iPad like so weirdly. Boom, boom, boom. Luffy defeated Kaido today. That was really cool to see. But yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Notability. Template settings. Okay, so allocated efficiency. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. Kind of. Allocated efficiency. Optimal combinations of goods from society's point of view. Allocated efficiency is achieved when the economy is allocating resources in such a way that no one can be better off without making somebody else worse off. In other words, the benefits of consuming these goods are maximized for the whole society. Reaching this situation is also called a Pareto optimality. Optimality. It sounds like in the Flash that we just created words to say, oh, the quantum computing system, Barry. There's no way you can time travel without quantum science. Although the dark matter, okay. I don't think anyone gets the joke I'm going for. It wasn't that funny. So allocated efficiency when the economy allocating these when the economy is allocating resources in such a way that no one can be better off or worse off. Okay. Or worse off. Pareto opportunity. Novelty. Okay. Now let's get to the actual big stuff. Consumer surplus. Have you ever had the consumer surplus already? Okay. Name this consumer. Yeah, so consumer surplus is basically like, let's say you're expecting to pay $7 for a burger, but it's like $3, right? So that's the consumer surplus. I believe will be $4. Yeah. It's like you have to calculate the triangle. For the first 10,000 years, consumers were willing to pay prices that are above USD 10 as indicated by the demand. See, here's the thing. I understand this. I'm just going to try and show you guys as much as I can. So, basically, that triangle is the consumer surplus. However, the problem I have is when it's not a triangle per se. So because the graph doesn't always look like that. Sometimes the demand is higher up, and then you don't really have a triangle there. You just have an open-ended, like it's more open-ended. So it's like I struggle calculating that. But I'm gonna relearn the basics, and then try and advance real quick. Okay, blah blah blah. Producer surplus is the lowest price producers are willing to and able to offer to good and the actual price to receive for it. Yeah, producers on bottom here, consumers on top. Social community service, the sum of the okay. And calculating the thing is what I really want. So let's go there. Okay. CS, consumer surplus, computer science. Area of triangle. So it's basically 0.5 times the base, which is times the quantity times, I'm just going to give this a term. Price from colony demand is 0 /equilibrium price. I'm just going to call this, but PE is already something, that's price equilibrium. I'm going to call this D. D equals this. Times price when quantities. So price when Q equals 0 and minus the equilibrium price. Okay, equilibrium price. And then boom. Okay, area of consumer. Okay, let's try this out. 0.5 for the graph we just saw. 0.5 times the quantity, which is 10, minus the price when quantity is 0, that's 9, minus equilibrium price, which is 9. See, that's what I'm confused on now. See, oh, I'm dumb. I'm not dumb, but when the price when the price when quantity is 0 wasn't 9, it was 20. Common mistake. I don't know if that's a common mistake, but I say it's a common mistake because I feel better in my head. Like 0.5 to, okay, so basically we have 0.5 times 10 times price when Q is equal 0. If you want to go back to the video and if you can actually see the screen, when Q is 0, that's basically the y-intercept. So 20 minus the equilibrium price. The equilibrium price is when you have where the supply, the S line and the D line intersect. That's supply and demand. So equilibrium price is basically the Y value that associates with that point where they intersect, which is 9. So 20 minus 9, that's 11. 0.5 times 110, that's 55. And it's 55 right answer, 55,000 because it was in thousands, but I put in tens because I don't want to do thousands right now. So that makes sense. Producer surplus, let's calculate that real quick. P, it's really the same thing, 0.5 times quantity. I'm just going to put Q times, this video is going to be long. Okay, so if D is quantity 0 and equilibrium price, what we're going to call equilibrium price minus price when quantity supplied equals 0. Huh? Okay, now I'm a bit confused. Let's see. Price when quantity supplied equals 0. But how do you find where does quantity supplied equals 0? But wouldn't that just be 0? Oh, okay. It is 0. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna explain it. So basically, for the supply and demand graph, you have quantity on the x-axis and price on the y-axis, right? So quantity supplied is basically the x-axis version of 0, essentially, right? So it's kind of so basically when price when quantity supplied is 0 is basically the y-intercept for the S line supply. Am I crazy? Let's see. No. Yeah, not crazy. Love not being crazy. That is amazing. Okay. So since we call D price Q minus equilibrium price, we're gonna call this one Z, because I don't know, Z sounds something like that's not using econ a lot. Z equals equilibrium price. No, it equals quantity. Gosh, quantity supplied equals quantity supplied equals 0. My price. Okay, price when quantity supplied equals 0. No, I am sorry for this taking long. So it basically equals equilibrium price minus price when quantity supplied equals 0. So that's when P when Q equals quantity supplied equals 0. And then let me put quantity demand for the consumer surplus. So now let's try an example real quick. Okay, let's calculate the producer surplus. Purple 0.5 times what's Q? Q is 9 times equilibrium price, that's 17, minus quantity supplied when the basically y-intercept of the S line, that is 0. So wouldn't it not just be 17 minus times 9? That's 170 minus 17. I can use a calculator, but I don't like using calculators for these stuff because I like feeling smart in my head because it makes me think more. I don't know. 170 minus 17. 60, 10, 3, 5, 153. Okay, 153 divided by 2. That's the times 0.5. Gosh, this is going to be annoying. Oh no, never mind. Okay, that's 7, remainder 1, 13. That's 6, 76.5. Should have been able to calculate that. 76.5. And yeah. And let's see, is that our answer? Oh, okay, phew, I thought I was wrong. Let's look at the example. Yes, it was our answer. Let's go. The actual answer is 76,500, but I'm not using thousands because I think it's dumb because it says, even though it makes more sense for practice, it says 9, so I like using 9, but it's actually in thousands. So for the text, I should actually practice that. But here's the problem I used if you want to do it yourself. Let's see if I can align. I'm trying to align this. Okay. I have no idea if that worked, but I'm just gonna read out the data for anyone who wants to use it. Basically, the maximum price is 30, the equilibrium price is 17, and then you have the quantity. The equilibrium quantity is 9, and the max quantity is 19. So yeah, if you want to recreate the diagram and do it yourself, that you can have that as an option. Okay. So know how to do producer surplus and quantity, producer surplus and consumer surplus. However, Cognigy did not teach me how to do the open-ended triangles, which is very annoying. So now I have to go to my notes. Gosh. Okay. Notes time. I'm thinking of ending the video, but I want to see how far I can go. So probably 3 more minutes now. I'll end this video. Okay, let's go to notes. Digital notes for life. No, not math, econ. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is a bit more confusing. Fully explain consumers will receive a consumer app, understand the effects, but so here's the thing, really. It's because with the questions he's given us so far, it's not like we have to calculate it using the triangle formula. We just have to calculate the change in consumer surplus, which I think is interesting. Okay, I cannot give any with full humor right now because I'm actually trying to understand here. Let's see. Beef producer surplus before. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we know that's 1,800. I think I understand how you calculate it, but how it calculates it, but I have to double check. 400 times 12. This I'll use my calculator for. No, that is not how it calculates it. So I am officially stumped. Gonna have to go through the notes and probably watch a YouTube video to figure this out. And I don't think I can be watching other people's. Okay, I can, but I don't want to. But I'll try and end this video with a conclusion. So let's see if I can find a video to help me with this. Basically, the problem I'm finding is calculating the change in consumer surplus. So I'm just going to search that up on YouTube. I want to use ChatGPT, but I don't think it's really necessary because, like, it's not that reliable. And I can just watch a video where I actually have full confidence, because I think one of the most important things with test taking is confidence. Calculate change in consumer surplus. Yeah, Jacob Clifford, one of the best econ YouTubers. Yeah. And my econ teacher just emailed me right now. Okay, let's do this. I have found a video. Looks good.
Hey, do you ever walk into a room and completely forget why you're there?
Yeah.
I've seen that ad like 5 times, but it's been a while, so. And I think that's why I'm going to leave it off. I will do a follow-up and a better study with me video, but I don't have the technology and time to do that right now. So, besides that, have a great day. I hope this was fun or informational or just entertaining, which is fun. So I just repeat myself. But have a great day.